Welcome back to Total War Live. Slightly late, but no worries, because here we are. It's that time you all love. Total War 2 multiplayer vampire counts action. I got a room open. It's called CA versus the World. Maybe you heard of it. Time to jump in. I need a wreck-in, and I'm sure there's 3 people that would love to treat it as a 3v1 and get right on that action. I've picked Last Defenders. I've got a dude called Manow58 in as High Elves. 2 other people coming on board soon. Yeah, hello, welcome. Let's get the chat up, shall we? That'd be a good start, right? Have I not? Okay, there's no video feed now, but you might be able to hear me, so cool. The room is technically up as well, so I could be arranging that stuff too. Hello, chat. Bam. So cool. Well, I'm going to be picking an army all the same. It's a very rainy, dreary Wednesday afternoon here in Horsham, if anyone was interested. So for some reason Krokgar is going to be my choice as the kind of backup to that instead. Scar Veteran as well. That's going to be nice. Couple of units of these boys. Yeah, something like that maybe. That'll be good. Some guard. Oedipus Ret is Wednesday, so that means it's glue o'clock. Yeah, alright, mate. Just whatever you're into, really. That's fine. Pelosi, how's it going, bud? It's all cool. Yeah, Sinomi, you can call me Mr. CA if you want. Jordan's fine also, though. Bannerlord when, says Demon Hunter 72. Couldn't tell you. I think that studio is in Turkey, if you wanted to know, so head towards their stream and or the country of Turkey. J93, going well, my man. How are you? All good? Did you tune into board games yesterday? Watched some Playing with Fire, quite literally. Faces are incoming, Mac Jacob. Don't worry, we're very aware. Aware of no camera. DW. Bam. There we go. Boom. We're just plugging in a webcam, guys. It's all cool. In the moment, people can be picking up armies and stuff anyway. Like, we can see the game, right? At the very least, so it's not all bad. Oh. Damn. Thinking solar engines, potentially, but you could just go Bastillodons, normal. I haven't got any cav either. Difficult decisions. Maybe we do best of both, right? Tell you what, let's long them off. Let's do that, and let's do that, shall we? That'll work. Yeah. Alright, and we can always bang in a few items, can't we? There we go. Wow, save some money right there. Here we go. Here we go, lads. We'll give him a potion of strength. Cheeky. 420 left in the bank. I hope so, Tom. I hope so. I mean, it's the first time for everything, right? No, it got counterpicked pretty hard last time, so I feel I'm leading out with a rogue, just steadfast Lizardmen army, and then we'll just kind of go from there. Yeah, go Lizardmen. Go Lizardmen. We did. Tell you what, the next game I will do exactly that. I kind of want more units now, actually, so I'm thinking maybe a cheeky load of feral cold ones might be a shout, and then I'm just gonna bump this boy up, maybe. I reckon. Yeah, that will do. One on each. Perfect. Everyone else ready? No. Perfect. And I'm -8. Can't even do it anyway. There we go. Start battle. Amazing. Cool. Well, we got 2 dwarves and a high elf. Cool. Let's go back to chat. Loopy1 says, "What's up? What's up, my man? How's it going?" Oedipus Rex. Oh, webcams. I miss 2002. I mean, 16 years later, and this Logitech one is still pretty legit, Oedipus. I mean, it's all good. I watched a little bit yesterday's board game streams, but I started a new Krokgar campaign at the same time, so I played that. Wish I had 2 monitors. I mean, you know, the audio was probably on. That's a half a win right there, G93. That's not bad. We guided around that. That's fine. So, and he doesn't have two screens, so he can do both at once. That's fine. Passive viewership. I don't really have space on my desk though. Man, that's a perfect way to avoid that. You just buy one of those support arms that is one thing that you attach to the very back of the desk, and it gives you two screens suspended over it. Done. You're welcome. Or use your phone. Exactly, as Tom's saying. Loopy1 questioning 2 dwarfs in FFA. Yep, I know. They could just sit there at the back and not really get involved. It's good for me. Like, no one's manoeuvrable enough to get near me other than the elves. So that's probably my, you know, the main thing. Do you lose FPS with 2 monitors? I don't think so. Like, as long as your graphics card's alright, or if your processing's fine, like, it should be all good. Yeah, Mac Jacob agrees. It's all cool. So I'm going to start off a little poll, maybe. Bam, 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 bam. Where have polls gone? I do not know. Are we there? Are we there? Hey! Boom. Sorted. Hello, guys. Sorry about that. Welcome. Here we are. So, yeah, we're just waiting on... Oh, me, apparently. There we go. Sorted. Loading in. First CA of the day. Great stub. Face. This guy right here. God, troublemaker. Whoops. There we go. Let's tuck him in, shall we? Or get him on board. Something like that. Excellent. Right. See, it's all back to where it should have been. No problems at all. Right, first game of the day. Got to put in a good effort. Got to keep talking as well. Okay, so we've got this kind of trench down the middle here. A regular map. Plenty of tree cover. How am I feeling about it? Mixed. Mixed at best. We'll see. Will's put up his mega Vampire Coast build last week and showed me some glorious Regents of Renown action. All of which I've now gone out of my way to get in my campaign mode, which is great. Virtuous Baby, when is the QA team fixing the crashes that is happening when a coast is being wiped out? Okay. That sentence doesn't really make sense. I mean, the QA are always working on patches. There should be an announcement of when a hotfix is coming, man. Thanks, guy. So I don't be too frustrated, my dude. One is coming. But do I have an answer for you? Not in the slightest, I'm afraid. Yeah, exactly. Like, it just goes to the tech forums and the guys in QA and they deal with it. We are not QA. Just waiting to load in. Where is Wills? Wills is actually in a meeting today, man. It's been a fairly busy week. I know usually we try and have at least 2 people on, but in this instance, I was the only person that was free. My really busy day is tomorrow, so for the sake of... Oh, maybe have they changed the deployments on this? Maybe. So yeah, for the sake of streaming for you guys, here I am. Here I am. Dun, dun. Cool. Don't quite know what to expect with this, really. Could go either which way. How's everyone's weeks going anyway? Much on the agenda? It's been gloomy as hell over in the UK right now, I'll tell you that. It's not fun to be outside, which has actually motivated me to go to the gym quite a bit, which I guess you can see as a hidden blessing as such. It's cool. Basics. Cool. Ready to start. Let's do it. Yeah, Mac Jacob has pretty much nailed it on the head there. My job in particular is definitely to fail and make everyone else feel better about themselves. But yeah, in terms of bugs and releases and stuff like that, absolutely no information whatsoever, I'm afraid. Very sorry. Like on any release, usually there's a hotfix scheduled for within a month to 2 months most of the time, depending on the busyness of the team. So just hang on, or you know, secondary campaign that isn't bugged in the way you're experiencing while you wait. But multiplayer, always good. Although last time I done quick matches, I think I ran into King of the Dead and someone else that were both kind of like semi-pro and commenced to absolutely pound me, which was fun for them. Not Wayne Brady. Yo! Yo! How's it going? Okay, elves. Right. Dwarves. Dwarves and dwarves posturing against each other. That, I don't know what about how that formation works, but that's cool. Let's move forward. Let's go that way. What is he running? Only 3 ranged, no dragon. Spears and white lions. Interesting. Well, I've got I'd say barely any large. Quite a bit large enough, I guess. So the dwarves are posturing up. Quite a lot of artillery. Hot damn. Well, yeah, they're just too slow to get in the battle the other side, so they might as well posture against each other, right? Although here's interestingly my favourite, Gyrocopter Brimstone Guns. I'd say the hidden MVP of any dwarf army, because it's manoeuvrability, that's for sure. So I'm just going to take my sweet time. He's got 4 archers, in fact. I don't necessarily want to be peppered by them. Counter range, I haven't got a lot, so let's... How much is in the forest, really? That's the question, isn't it? I haven't got information on, that would help. 85 armor. I mean, they'll shred through most stuff. I just don't want them to be that peppered. Chat, come on, advise. What's the way to go? Oh, he's actually backing off. Interesting. Wouldn't have expected that. I think it's going to be playing a Wade game. You know what I mean? Wading in. No qualms. Just going through it. So these guys, this dude's pushing up on Crack Kadrin. Kadrin's thinking about crossing over here, like, which is interesting. He's spreading himself more into the forest. Oh, ha, I see you, Cav. I see you. Cool. I wonder if this guy is watching the stream as well. That would give me a lot to go on, to be honest. He's posturing, he's wondering, he's thinking about it. Dilly-dallying. And I think the Lizardmen do have that, especially on the feral goblins, they have their predatory senses jobby going on, so can detect people in forests just a little bit easier. Which is cracking, don't mind that at all. So now he's caught between a hot rock and a hard place. He's got dwarf and artillery firing in. So we're going to come across and absolutely clinch him while we've still got a moment. We get a spear to charge in with the spear riders, that's solid. Krotgar is well eager to say hello. This guy's going to go here. Sweet. We're good, winning slightly, like that. Take that all day long, baby. That's fine now. He's going to get absolutely like swarmed by guys. Let's just try and just disrupt as much as we can. Play a semi-respectable game. Hello, Jorge Mayers. How's it going, bud? Welcome to everyone that's just joining me here. I've not quite lost yet. We're not at that usual point in the game. We're most certainly trying to get there, though. Let's pull this dude out. I'm not really into that. That's the thing. They take on a spell. He's going to go there. Ooh, no, decent little placement there. That's fine. Charge defense there. These guys are still winning. Yeah, like that a lot. That's fine. Let's bring them in here. Them in here. Krotgar is just terrorizing the guys I want him to. Silver Helmsman absolutely done in. That's fine with me. Actually, a singularly good charge. So these are not in good engagements across the board. What we do have are some guys that we could back them up with. So let's do that maybe. So he's bought plenty of anti-large, so he's minimalising the kind of damage that I can really do with this stuff anyway. Don't know how the battle on the other side's going on. I presume the dwarves have entered in. I can see his artillery in the corner of my eye is still peppering this guy's flank, so it's 3 kills for him. Oh, he postured up against me, and so have they. Great! That's why I was 2 dwarves there, and of course they don't want to fight each other, they just want to fight everyone else. Well, I'm going to focus on this game for the moment anyway. That's a bit not really in the heart of FFA, but there's always something. No, didn't bring Hand of the Gods on Croc, GN, afraid. They're rampaging. Okay, we've lost them. That's a bit annoying, but nothing crazy. Actually, want to really get to here. That'd be great. He's in a bad engagement. Let's put the regen on him. Get him there as well. Let's close these boys down. That's what we want. Okay, so Bastillodon. Let's try and close again. Keep pushing forward. Temple Guards are just rugged as hell. Best way to describe them, to be honest. What have we got here? What's the best place to push, really? Going on. Yeah, Blurg, totally. We all know every dwarf player is that kind of player. Tabletops, anonymously, especially. Everyone that the guy you're like, yeah, let's play an RTS together, and they just want to sit in a base and turtle continuously. Oh man, took me a while to get used to how to be good enough to just absolutely crush people like that. It's very fun because it vexes them so much, so much. Dan Suso, hello everybody. Hey man, how's it going? How's your day treating you? Well, I hope. These guys, Silence of Man. It's fine. So I've used healing on both my dudes. Oh, here's one's back. Let's give him another little burst. That'll do. But Stilotons are actually holding it quite well, to be fair. Maybe they're not been getting targeted so much. Temple Guard a lot more so. Saurus are both in excellent engagements. Love that. Big fan. So if this is a 1v1. Oh. We got someone dropping out. Yeah, man, I'm alone today. Not a ton. Not a ton of people available. Everyone's quite busy, so I'm here. Yeah, that's a good point, Blurg, actually. Maybe I'll reduce the timers and just do 1v1s. So we've actually had a complete crash, but my game is still working, which means someone is quitting. I'm presuming the high elf player. For the sake of two dwarves that are just sitting there ready to try and 2v1 us, like, that's going to be that impressive. Oh, they've both left. Interesting. Okay. Well, we'll just finish this one out then and we'll carry on. Guys, I might make the switch to 1v1s, actually, just for the sake of a kind of more action-intensive, interesting game, you know? Do tell me if you think that's a terrible idea. I just reckon. I'll still get beaten, don't get me wrong. It'll just be a bit more quick and a bit more fun as we've got. You know, start a little late, so I'll run it a little late as well. That's not a problem. I won't take that time away from you guys. That was the nature of this room. All green screens FFA. Nah, that's the move. Oh man, he is. He's for a sword infantry. Although Congar is anti-large, so he maybe not the best placement. But they didn't have any large, so yeah, what else was he going to be used on? So run away. And now this one's stopped firing as well. So is everyone leaving? It's going so well. It's going so well for a solo stream. God damn it. Alright, look. If the connections are somewhat filth, let's just do this, shall I? As we wait. How many people in, how many people we got in chat? Let's have a look-see. Shall we? 119 people joining in. Hello everyone. Actually thought that rat was a piece of my hair. Well, that's either a great compliment to hiding stuff or a bad compliment to my hair. Win by default. Yeah, I'll take that. That's almost a classic Jordan win. Is this going to let me out of the game? Quit battle, please. And then we just carry on. I think it's because he's quitting as well that it's very slow. But yeah, everything does seem to go away. Oh, there we go, finally. Alright, it came through. Let's just call that a warm-up, shall we? Like, everything had been moved. Alright. Cool. Cool. Okay, look. Go away. Go away. Sweet. 1v1. Right. CA versus for the world is the room. Who wants to play? Who wants to play? CA versus the world. No password. Just come on in. Ideally, if you have a good internet connection, that would be brilliant. Master Bew. Excellent stuff. Do you guys want me to wheel of factions my army? Or should we actually go for a land battle? Yeah, wheel of factions, or should I just pick? I mean, I've got coast up right here, so I could try and make my own ultimate coast build. I've been playing coast a lot actually at home as well, so if anything, surely this is the one. Yeah, I mean, I guess I could ban. It's a lot of effort. They're not here right now. Yeah, probably, Dan. Probably, like, it's one of them. Alright, your Mac Japers is saying wheel, Lord Bane is saying wheel. Let's wheel it. Let's wheel it. A wheel of factions right here. Maddis broke the little thing that goes grrr, so we're just going to pretend. Oh, my finger kind of does it. Beastmen. Interesting. Interesting. Our Master Bew is in chat. Well, thanks for coming on, man. It's lovely to see someone from the chat in the game. So it's been decided for me, I'm afraid, bud. I've got to play Beastmen, so please don't peek if you don't mind, as I need to pick the ideal Beastman Lord. The question is, we know what these guys do. Is it worth it? I reckon so. So let's do that, and then he needs that as well, right? And that's that. My fave unit. Couple of boys. Bum ba da bum ba da bum. Actually, just the one, I reckon. Oh god, not that. Yeah, sweet. Is that constant? No. Again, not really worth it. Is there going to be a rally point this week? It was supposed to be last week. Yeah, to be fair, Dan, it's just kind of been, people have been busy and away and other stuff, and there hasn't been any kind of crazy, like, out there news, to be honest. I imagine it will actually restart next week. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's like, don't want to bring you a show that necessarily doesn't have much to shout about. Or it's Will's domain anyway, and he has been somewhat busy, so allow him it. It's all cool. It will be back. He had bought, technically any week that Board Games is on, Rally Point is not meant to be on, so they alternate in a sense. So Board Games was last night with the 10 candles stream, which seemed interesting. Caused all kind of fire safety issues. And then the Rally Point should be next week to kind of resume. So hopefully that is the case. If not, we will keep you informed. So let's do maybe something like that. Another unit of spears, and then thereafter we want to be relatively mobile, I reckon. He's just a douchebag, but in an awesome way. And then it's just them, isn't it? See, what's the big difference between them and them? Is it that? Oh, okay, Guardians, are they? Interesting. And Primal Fury, surely everyone gets that. Yeah. So let's do 1, 2. Where are the boys? There are the boys. Can I get 3? What do I have to lose? Maybe if I do that. Is 3 too much? Yeah, 3 is too much. You're right. You're right. Let's do that, and then maybe I'll get a just a cheeky unit of them in. Perfect, right? That'll do. So that costs 36. Lovely. 36. Perfect. I'm ready. Mac J Perp. Oh, Saffron. Hey, Saffron. How's it going? Anchors Martius, bad Mattis. Yeah, we all want Mattis back, man. Although he might be watching now. We never know. I don't know if he gets away with watching from his new job or not. I wish I'd do some doggos, but blurg, I just forget about them, man. So like my knowledge is just woeful. Or sorry, my kind of macro is just not what it needs to be. Let's do that map. Awesome. Let's start it up. Master Bew. Bam. Cool. Has everyone in chat been looking at any of the Three Kingdoms stuff? Or have you been doing other kind of Warhammer releases? I personally have been playing a bit of Mechanicus when I've not been playing Vampire Coast, from the guys over at Cledo. It's been really cool. Really enjoyed it. Like a chill XCOM adjacent, not as detailed, but still fun. Like, not too taxing mentally. You know what I did play last night, actually, was was Keep Talking and Nobody Explodes. Just over Discord with a mate from home. But, hot damn, that was funny. Just the pressure. It's just intense. And this huge manual and figuring out these, like, physics Venn diagrams and stuff. And, yeah, he was a lot better at using the manual than I was. Took me quite a while to get the grip of some of the challenges. Pixel Savage, Guan, how we doing, bud? Yeah, Saffron, I am alone today. To everyone, I'm alone today. Will's very busy. The rest of the team's busy. In fact, the whole studio is busy, surprisingly enough. Whereas my busy days are tomorrow and Friday more so. Otherwise, I've been just doing stuff in After Effects. So here I am. I don't mind a solo stream, you know. I can talk for days. Get it from my mum. She's a bit of a nervous chatter. So, yeah, it's not a problem. I've got you guys to keep me company anyway. Really, am I ever alone with 130 online streaming friends? No. No, I'm not. So it's all cool. We're just doing some multiplayer battles. Can always open it back up to FFA, but we know how most of the time that goes, and I want a better viewing experience. Could fail at a campaign if you want. More than happy to do that. It's all cool. This dimple here is really showing up today. I've either gained weight on my face or lost it. Not sure which. No, Dan. The cinematics are responsible for cinematic screenshots. We'll only do in-game screenshots. Kind of like as you, the player, would see them, I should say. So the content producers do that, but it's the cinematics artists or VFX artists that will do that stuff. Why'd you ask? Why'd you ask, man? Cool. Oh, I'm in. Damn it. Sorry, guys. Give me a moment on the questions, and I'll just set up, and then we'll be good to go, won't we? It's all cool. Master Bubu has. Oh right, yeah, of course. Interesting. Okay. Huh. Yeah, a lot of, Ah, you know what I forgot? Oh, I guess they can go together, that's fine. That's fine. So I want to do something like that, ideally. That's what Turin would be telling me to do, right? Oh, I did bring them. Okay, I can do that too, that's fine. Protect Big Boy over there. Big Boy? Oh, and I can... Sweet, these guys can go forward too. These guys over. All right, one isn't. I see ya. Tell you what, yeah, let's just do that, and I think I'll just reposture nearer the time. I reckon. Right, where's what's his jobby? There he is. Sweet. Okay, Master Bubu. Good game, buddy. Let's go into it. Sorry, if you're not ready, I'm sorry. I just pressed the thing. You've got a minute. You are lucky that I won't be playing today. Thanks, Saffron. I mean, I appreciate you're just very, very good at your build, and it makes us salty, and that's probably quite funny to watch, to be honest. But yeah, you can. Yeah, I appreciate you share it, saving me that. Oedipus, Descentagores get turned into glue. Lol. Anything planned for the green skins? Not to my immediate knowledge, but always more plans for the Warhammer is the real answer. Always. So this is quite an aggressive army coming in from the dwarves here. Actually, no artillery. Oh, my personal favourite. Okay, they're going to be a bit of a bummer to deal with. Longbeard's blasting charges. You so and so. I see ya. I see ya, Master Bubu. Yeah, and they've got somewhat. See, really, we want to be focusing down these slayers and watching out for the rest, don't we? Let's keep them moving, keep them moving, keep them moving. So So we got Longbeards moving in on a Gore herd here. Interesting. No large for me to deal with. I don't know why I really bought any large against the dwarf army. Like, that was a bit silly, if I'm honest, wasn't it? Let's try and at least get some fire in, so we know it's got no armor. Oh, are these Longbeards not Slayers? Oh, there are Slayers there, but just a couple of units, nothing crazy. Rangers as well with great weapons. That's interesting. So let's try and move to engage. I think. Oh, not hammers though. These brimstone guns are going to be giving us all manner of issues, aren't they? So let's, yeah, they're just going to be focusing down that guy. Well, I mean, fair play to him. That's exactly what you should be doing, isn't it? Let's split them off. Bring him here. These guys through the back, I reckon. Let's try and move these round. We've got these dudes still, and I really, really kind of want them killing them boys. Although he probably expected me to take a little bit more large than I did as well, to be fair. So, oh, we got some Slayers. Oh, man. Ah, man. Didn't see them getting absolutely torn. That is a crying shame. He hit him in the forest. Good play. Really good play, to be fair. Like, I only need to take my hand off for a second. He's made a nice little kind of box here. Yeah, smart boy. See, these boys will want to be charging, doing their charges jobbies on me. Down the line here would be good, wouldn't it? So we cut. There's not a lot I can do about those brimstone guns, other than maybe that. Don't know how effective they're actually going to be at taking them down, though. You know what I mean? So we'll fake out and actually head in there. Bad engagements all round for these droids. Not surprised. Longbeards more than worth their salt. So I'm trying to stretch him, but he's just arranged himself in a really decent way. So there's just very little to be done. It's all good learning experiences for Jordan. That's the main thing, and as long as you guys are enjoying it, then I don't mind. It's nice to see a dwarf player playing kind of aggressively, to be honest, isn't it? Beastmen, I guess, are at somewhat of a disadvantage against dwarves because very high armor, good attack. Yeah, even the gore ball just torn up by the Slayers exactly as he should have been. Can do a bit of that, perhaps. Yeah, brimstone guns now kind of engaging. I've run out of ammo already, or just wanting to press the advantage, I guess. Hammers will more than pay for themselves. So we've got our spawns kind of just digging in. Gorball turns around at this point. That's great. Got the Rune Lord as the pick as well. Slightly interesting. I wonder if the throwing axes would have actually been better against the brimstone guns, because they're armor piercing, right? So it's not a terrible shout. Is it? So it's relatively half and half. I think he's probably got me, to be honest. Maybe should have thought about who I was playing against a little bit more. I don't really counter pick in terms of like the army, you know what I mean? Just kind of go in. So I was meant to get a second use of that potentially. See, another thing, I didn't bring magic, which I probably should have instead of the Eye of Morceleb, maybe. So we get a nice little charge off there. Just turn me around there. Yeah, and the Slayers are able to kind of dig in. Because he went with the Rangers, one of the regiments from Renown as well, like fairly sorted for angling up, so doesn't really need to worry about me charging him too much because he's got it somewhat covered. So the archers will be able to put into the back of them. More good, Shadowglaive. So those Chaos Spawns did actually do us good, but just not enough good, I don't think. Good selection of Renowned Slayers, Giant Slayers and Normal Slayers. Just peppered throughout the army. Also blasting charges, nice little bit of extra range to kind of just keep me back, keep me away. Maybe I should have gone for a Khazrak full Vanguard army and just really closed in straight away. Use chariots more, stuff that can get in and out a bit. But otherwise, I'm going to throw out the GG to Master Bubu here, as I reckon this is a fairly solid play front to back, really. maybe I should have gone a bit more range, but you know I have so little kind of attack strength in those archers. Would it really break the armor? Yeah, well done. Good play, man. Good play. More than happy to lose to that. That's not a problem at all. Let me just click catch up with chat. Yeah, so Dan, so anything planned for Greenskins? No. Well, sorry, not that I know of. I should say, no announcements currently. You'll see it online the moment there is, man. But usually there's a bit of a gap as we just done Vampire Coast. Mainly all the focus at the moment is on Three Kingdoms, which is looking sick, by the way. If anyone hasn't watched the Diplomacy Let's Play by our very own big boy Al Bickham, definitely do so. That is more diplomacy options than we've had in ages, like since kind of like Med 2 level, which is absolutely a step in the right direction. How was Gamescom as an experience? Man, that was a while back, but it was absolutely fantastic. Love Germany. Big fan. Easily could move there. Really, really good. Oh, yeah. Honestly, Highlander, I wish there was a Gorgon for the Beastmen. There's a couple of big monsters that they've not got, I think. But it's all like, you know that level where like there's the army roster and then there's stuff that Black Library makes. Is it Black Library or Black Citadel? When they make the giant kind of, let's spend 400 quid on one model, like that's usually the cut-off point. Yeah, Dan, Al did used to do a lot of VO stuff, but he just doesn't as much now because he's got so much other things on, which was cool. Ah, dude, thanks Pixel Savage, that's really cool. I got along really well with the Twitch Berlin team. What up, Flips? If you're watching, actually. Big Phil Billing. They're really cool guys over there. Twitch has a great scene in Germany, actually, so that's cool. Right, anyway, let's spin the wheel. Forge World. Thank you, Black Library. That's the novels, isn't it? Forge World. Cheers, Oedipus. Cool. Whoop. It's quite satisfying to do it with my fingers, to be honest. Where are we at? Oh, I've already played Lizardmen, so I'm going to go and go Skaven. There's a challenge. Alright. I presume everyone was cool with me doing the wheel again, so I'm just going to run with it. GN, is that you? Is that GN93? Are you here? What's Skaven? Sweet. Cool. Sorry, it kind of was rigged there. Rigged by my finger. Okay, right, so let's think about this a little bit. Orcs. Okay, let's tell you what. Let's do this in reverse. What could orcs have? I don't want the... Why would I want the description? And obviously, obviously, I want this. I'm gonna go 1-1. Orcs is made for fighting. Oh, I loved fighty orcs in Dawn of War 1. Only army to play. Big mech. War boss here. I absolutely bloody loved that army. They were cracking. Right, so we need things that are going to cut through armor and generally just do him over a bit, right? So I think we definitely need some cover. Let's go for 3 of them. That leaves me 5-8. Are Plague Monks any good? Or is it more Death Runners? Do Sword Infantry, Dodge and Stalk, Weeping Blade, so poison attacks as well? Oh, Armor Sundering, is it? It doesn't say Armor Sundering. We've got Bombs, Strength in Numbers, Stalk, Vanguard. Physical Resistance 30%. Huh. Only 15 for them. They feel like the better shout, but they're kind of expensive. AP is useless against Goglins, yeah. Alright, Nimile. So I like it. When chat really guides me, this is when truly the learning moments happen. And we love a learning moment, don't we? I definitely do. So plenty of chaff is what we're saying. So let's do just clam rats, I reckon. I mean, he could bring some more large. Let's do a tar pit on a tar pit, maybe? Depends how quickly he breaks them, isn't it, really? I'd like to do some of these through the centre, perhaps, because they might actually do all right. Yeah, black orcs, right. So then we're going to need something to deal with them. So we could maybe bomb them out a bit. Let's do some cheap range as well, maybe, shall we? Poison Wind again. They're anti-large, but I don't necessarily need that. Snare nets for gutter runners. What do we just do? Night Runner Slingers. Missile damage is 16. Decent melee combatant. Do I really care? I tell you what, actually. Oh god, not the encyclopedia. Let's go that. Sorry, GN. I'm taking my sweet time as usual. You know how it is. Plenty of chaff. Tell you what, let's get one unit of them on the go as well. How much does it cost to upgrade them? I think we've got enough for everyone then. Bing. Lovely. 15 to spare. Amazing. One more. 0! Hi, says Gaius Keplerus. Hello, man. How's it going? Oh. Blurg is literally like, Lord overrated. Haven't even picked one. No wonder there was so much room for extra stuff. Such a noob. Oh my god. Alright, yeah, maybe we should take one then, eh? Generic Warlord. I mean, is Tretch that much better? He's anti-large. Interesting. We could take Queek. Christ, they're expensive, aren't they? Let's get rid of all this stuff. 50 seconds, 40% armor piercing damage. You want 244 coin for it though. That's just daylight robbery. I could probably need to take a thing as well, really, don't I? At least spellcasters. We'll take a plague priest. But that's so expensive. My word. Like, what else can we lose in this scenario? Skrulk would be the better option, is what you're saying. Interesting. Alright, well, you know what, Pixel Savage, you barely ever leave me wrong, my friend, so... But he's nearly $2,000! Like, oh, so much money! Right, let's lose them. Let's get him in there, and I'm trusting you, Pixel Savage. What we do need is the Thingmius, Blue Thingmius. That. Yeah. Let's do that. And we can also get this down to affects allies in range, blessed with filth. That is quite good. I might do... Yeah, we probably keep that. Let's get rid of that. And... Oh, you might have plague monks. Yeah, tell you what, instead of that, let's do that. Okay, 623 in the bank. I only need to get rid of one more thing. I can afford an assassin! Sweet, let's do that. Slippery as an augment. What's that? No, no. Get rid. Get rid. Strip them down. That might be useful though. 154. Cool. Right, I'm ready. I'm sorry, GN. I'm ready. Let's just run with that. Amazing. No Nimala. I am Jordan. Wellen has a bigger beard. I have trimmed my beard off as of the weekend and gone down to a grade 1 stubble. Yeah, get him his book. Alright. Sweet, I'm back. Here we go. Can't get Lord killed penalty if you don't have a Lord. That was the thinking. Oh, I forgot to change the map. Alright, well, it's a pretty good map to be fair. I like the Lizardmen settings. Very Aztec, Mayan-y kind of thing. Here we are. Do you remember the last time we done a pizza stream? I ended up actually doing a Skaven campaign. That was a laugh. And to be fair, did last past turn 10, but did have like a food crisis on my hands. So yeah, that was happening. That was a thing. Don't really know what to expect from the orcs here. I think this is GN93 from chat. I'll explain why he's not saying a lot. So he could very much have countered me, could not have. His decision. I don't play Skaven a lot, but I did rate that, who was it? I think it's Aerocrastic playing in the Ever Chosen, my absolute favourite tournament, of course. He put out a Skaven build, which really was truly quite cracking. I really rated it, and it very much involved a lot of different layers of range, kind of dropping forward and dropping back. It's done really well. To be fair, I think he won with it, and it's just at that level of competitive play, it's just damn impressive, straight up, for someone to be able to pull that off. Now, I wanted to be deploying the trees, but then I think about it, my artillery wouldn't have many places to go if I'd done that. So, gonna just scoot right. Lovely. Let's do it. Mayonnaise Lizard Temple Ruins. Oh my god, if there was some kind of mayonnaise dedicated map, you have no idea. I absolutely buzz for mayonnaise. Also hungry for pizza. It's my break day. I've been good. I've been fasting and going to the gym for 4 days straight, which means I get to eat whatever the hell I like today, which is beautiful. If anyone was interested, it's the Christmas edition sub from Subway and a Greg's breakfast baguette. And later on, I'll be making my signature countryside farmhouse hash, which I thought was a British-only tradition, but I think it's probably been co-opted everywhere in many different ways. But when you live in rural eastern England in the farmlands, you go to a farm cafe, you get a farmhouse hash, which is basically a breakfast smashed together and folded in on itself and made crispy around the outside. It is banging. Yeah, it's all cool. It's great. Love it. Oedipus, honestly, like, you don't even understand how good hash is. Like, everything involved. It's about getting the crispiness at the bottom. That's the main thing. Like, that is the main thing. Cool, what's he what? Interesting. Is this a goblin army? No, it isn't. I was about to be like, Gobbo King would be so proud. Boar boys coming round the back. That was to be expected, wasn't it really? That's fine. So let's get these boys here. Where's those spare dudes? There they are. Right, so let's just posture up, shall we? So I've got the artillery here, so I'm actually nicely kind of very much protected. So I'm fine with that. It's all cool. Let's just make sure we are targeting the right things. So it's just down the centre there. In fact, actually, you know who won't be able to touch, so we haven't got a ton of range, is that. So what he has done is put, I think he's got more range coming around this side, doesn't he? Feels like it. Or is that them? No. I see something. There. Yeah. What are they? Squigheads! Right. Interesting. 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 Okay. Move forward. Do that. You lads, can you like just scooch across a little bit for me? That would be stellar. Yeah. Meet him head on, boys. That's fine. And I want the characters quite up here with them as well, to be fair. In this case, yeah, that's good. That's fine. Gotta watch out for these boar attacks coming in as well. So we've got plenty of kind of crap, as was suggested by our good friend from Germany, Pixel Savage. We've got a little bit of slinger support just over there, so let's just reposture these guys as well, perhaps, spread them out a bit. Spear's heading out to meet the squigs. He pulls them off quite quickly. Good play there by him. I'm not generally rushing things too much over here. Feel chill. Feel chill. Feel good. Feel good. Let's tell you what, well, we've got a little bit of an angle on them. Let's maybe try and see these boys off. Beautiful. And then also, so he's going to wade in. How many Plaga Bubonicus do I have? Oh, is it constant? Have it. Yes. You love it. Bam. I do want my assassin to take a wander over here. Just a quick wander. So those are broken. Here come the Black Orcs, and it's area of effect. Crimson Killers. Not the best scenario for me. They're in a weak kind of spot. I'd love it if these boys on a big old Fuka-Gork. I was moving them, but just not quite quick enough. So these are armor piercings. This is a great opportunity to try and get here. Let's take that range thing off. Don't need that. Him there. These boys I need to push up. So I think he's posturing to try and get there. I'm going to now do this to give everyone's poison attacks. Can't hurt, can it? Can't hurt. And then I might just Just sneakily do that as well. Sneaky rat man. There you go. There's an impression. Oh, I left these on him, did I? Interesting. Go on then. Power them both up. And get him on the Lord. On the Lord, lad. He's not loving his life at all. Okay, let's maybe get him out of there. Bam. And let's get these guys into here. We took away those boys, didn't we? I think I just brought with halberds instead, didn't I? Yeah, I did. It's a bit annoying, and we've lost one of our things. Yeah, because what's his face has gone into them. Stop running away! God damn it! So he's got the squig hogs into the back lines. Maybe not the ones I would have chosen. He's gone for the clan rat slingers instead, which is fine. No particular pick, I don't think. So we've lost one. Maybe should have bought borrowing, you know. So I've got these two units over here that haven't really been doing a hell of a lot. I hope they would have been engaged with the squigs, but I have most obviously forgotten, as very innocently done by many a player. Oh, he's on boar, and they've chased him all the way over there. God damn it. Silly boys. What you can do is come to the back of those instead. These guys will quickly make short work of this. Love that, such a vibrant purple, really, really nice. What we really need to do is put them to bed. Could have used maybe some more. Where are these guys? They're kind of spread all over the show. I need some counter fire over there, I reckon. And then, of course, for Skaven, what you have got to get used to is people coming back. They're always coming back. They're never done with. I'm going to take plenty of charges. Artillery line got a fair bit of work done, maybe not the most. Let's say enough, I reckon. Enough. Combat even there, but they're taking shots. Have we lost Skrulk? Maybe. Yeah, I think we just did, literally. Assassin is not quite getting to put the work in I require, so let's do some more. Give him some extra melee defense. He is up against the Lord, so hopefully we can actually turn this around. Two weak morale armies, to be fair, which is an interesting kind of mix-up, isn't it? So we've engaged those archers over there. These other ones are still somewhat of an issue. The Black Orcs have actually caused us not much of a problem. Well, I guess we'll see later on their kill count. 39. That's not terrible, but look, they get absolutely torn. And it's the same thing Eric Krastik was... Well, God, don't let me compare myself to him. That boy is a G. Absolutely cracking player, but same thing. You know, sometimes maybe if all your front infantry isn't great, then a you know, really solid ranged unit could do you just as well. And in this case, that is very much how it's going to go. What I am going to do is maybe pull these guys off as they're cracking anyway. Is there any goblins? Go on. Go pick it up. So, has my assassin died as well? Surely not. Really? Well, that's a crying shame. Another shaman's going to go into these guys. Unit winning. Savage Orc All Boys. Really? Let's go over there. Where are these dudes as well? Oh, they're running away. That's a shame. Could have been a little bit more on point with getting everything where I need it to be. The armies, again, it's a kind of a weak army if you're not very good at micro, because yeah, obviously you need to kind of be on point with getting everyone to do their relevant jobs and come back a lot in this instance. So I don't know if we have much option other than try and just kill their lord and see if it breaks. We haven't fully crumbled yet. There's still plenty of people that are able to rout. See, there's another one. So let's go into there and have a crack, shall we? Yes, he has noticed that I'm rebounding the cannons, and I think that might be game to him actually. So we've got this unit of halberds, but that won't be enough. Not to hold off. I mean, everything is weak as. Quite an even game. Just, yeah, you got some more Savage Orc Ball Boy Biggins right there wading through, and we just couldn't quite finish off that Lord. His hero being on boar helped quite a bit. Oh, I mean, things are coming back again. Like, maybe. Tell you what, let's engage there, shall we? I think Savage Orcs will probably rip through Storm Vermin, even if they are Storm Vermin. Yeah, these boys are going to get attacked by Squigs and probably die. Death Globes were kind of the thing keeping me in it. And Skrulk, he was a caster. I should have maybe taken an infantry specialist. That might turn things around for me a little bit. I know no one particularly asked for this. You know, let's all talk about strategy and Warhammer Let's Play. But here's how it's going anyway. So let's see if we can do something. So we've got some more halberds over there actually. Is anyone? So he's trying to chase my units off the map as best he can. I honestly thought that assassin would have been able to have the war boss as well. He done both. He done both of them. In fact, war boss got more than his value for money out of that lot. And there is the chain route. Yeah, fair enough. Good game, GN. Good game. Very well played. Nicely done. So yes, Assassin and Skrulk didn't necessarily really deliver in the way that they probably should have for the money they cost. Storm Vermin done alright on those two. Like, the initial pushes of the spears were fine. Squigs got held up nicely, so did the boars. But coming through the middle, 173 kills on the Poison Globe. Yeah, so you compared them to like 233, you might as well have got another expensive unit range that does well rather than units that just not do a lot. Who done well there? Squigs came back in to do a lot. Really high turnover from the Savage Orcs there as well. The Orc Boar boys delivering too. Just the Orc boys. Surprisingly for him, it's the Crimson Killers that got shut down by the Globadiers. Them armor-piercing ranged. Really, really useful. So, great game. And we've already got our next player in. It is Partisan. Partisan, we have already seen a couple of Dwarf gameplays, though. So if you want to pick a different army, that would be cracking. Amazing. Cheers, bud. And I'm going to go to La Wheel. Did I miss much in the chat, by the way? Let's just have a quick look. Yeah, Pixel Savage tried to tell me Skrulk was getting focused. Woods should die. Get 'em, lads. Nothing crazy. Nothing crazy. Alright, cool. Excellent. Excellent. I'm going back to the wheel. GG. GG, man. Great game. Thanks for playing. Cool. Let's do it, shall we? Ooh, chaos. Okay. Is it the green bits? Oh, yeah. They kind of... yeah. Cool. So I've got to go chaos. Interesting. Chaos against high elves. Another kind of high skill requirement team. Right. What are they going to bring? Loopy's calling for an FFA. I reckon I'll do one more 1v1 because then we guarantee at least we get a somewhat decent game rather than like a 3v1. Do we do Sathoriel just to get into it? He's so big though. He is a caster and fairly good. I mean, he's got missile resistance 60%, which means I could just waste a lot of his ammo. That's a ton of my money. Let's give it a crack, shall we? How much is that worth? Only 50. What is that worth? Okay, yeah, we might keep Arcane Conduit. And he's got a real mixture of spells, hasn't he? Transmutation of lead. Damage to opponents. 60 armor. Major magical damage. 30 armor. Christ, he de-armors people, doesn't he? And Searing Doom. I reckon we'll come back to that. Ability recharge and power rate. I mean, I like the sound of debuffs more than something that's like wildly expensive. That armor should be good. Tell you what, let's keep that and bin that off maybe. Am I even going to use 4 spells? Let's get rid of that too. There you go. That's been a bit more cost efficient. Cool. Right, and what else are we going to do? So he's our spellcaster, so we don't need another one of them. What about maybe double up? Maybe something like that, perhaps. What's going to be the key here? Maneuverability, really. He could turtle up royally, so the idea is that I need to disrupt that and make him play a different way. So maybe, I mean, that's a ton of money still, but it's, yeah, okay. Let's do that. Then maybe let's try and go wider. Horse masters, perhaps. You could hell cannon down. Likelihood of him potentially bringing eagles, cav, dragon princes especially. Expects me to go very large, I imagine. We need to disrupt. Difference between them and them. Range, missile damage, health, kind of leadership, basically everything. Okay. Funnily enough, my knights actually don't do a lot. Chariots are quite cost effective, aren't they? They need a fair whack of micro, but still could help achieve what we need, perhaps. Perhaps. Did I try to eliminate another Vampire Coast faction? Don't quite understand what you mean, Smoked One. Come again. Yeah, they're very expensive for what you're getting. Especially this one, you can fire it yourself. You can actually guide it, but I'm not. We all know I'm not going to be good at that. I've never played where someone's bought a meme army Jenga. To be honest, everyone's quite up for it most of the time. So yeah. Anyway, I'm keeping this guy waiting, so I should crack on. So let's do that and that. Maybe with something like those through the middle. Oh no, not them. Sorry. Perhaps that. Gonna bin him off. That mirror guard instead, maybe. Might be a treat. Maybe only one of them through the middle, and we could bring something a bit more impactful, I want to say. That depends on me getting through the middle. Could Shoggoth? Could Shoggoth? We could get another kind of like 2 chariots for that money. So you know what, maybe that. Keep it relatively simple, I think. Yeah, I think we'll run that. Yeah, sweet. Okay, cool. Oh, I don't know if you tried to eliminate the Dread Fleet. I think I did eliminate the Dread Fleet, and my save is fine, so maybe it's how you do it as such. Hey, Mac Jacob, I'm trying, Mac Jacob. I'm not just outright losing. I'm trying. Yeah, 1 cannon for 1200 is a ton. Oh, I didn't change the map again. God damn it. To be fair, that probably plays into my advantage in this particular situation against High Elves, not gonna lie. Swords of Chaos will get wrecked by Dragon Princes. You are very correct. But isn't it only the Regiment of Renown, the Fireborn or whatever, that are actually anti-large? The normal ones aren't. They're just anti-infantry. Not like Elves struggling for anti-large options. They've got them absolutely out the wazoo, haven't they? Okay. So, big old chicken boy. This guy. And roughly trying to not play in necessarily to what he would have expected me to have done, I guess. That's the main thing. Again, this all largely comes down to stream sniping most of the time, so it just depends on that. We can do something like that. Chariots, cool. Yeah. Relatively happy. Sweet. And off we trot. Amazing. Here is a good game. Whatever your name is. Good game, dude. Oh, I think that was reverse cap lock. Whoop. So, he's gone heavy Phoenix Guard, heavy on the White Lions of Thrace, 2 archers, Lord on foot, and it's Alariel, and some Swordmasters. Very, very high tier. How has counterpicked me in the fact that I don't see any cavalry, but that's just smart counterpicking. So, most of this stuff is going to cut through me, I imagine. But very few archers to deal with, which is interesting. So let's move them to there. And he hasn't got an abundance of anti-large, which would have meant I may not actually got away with it if I brought it. Interesting. Interesting. So I think I can kind of just cause some trouble here, I reckon. So the halberds now aren't that crazy important to us, if anything. They're more going to be a very expensive tar pit, but that's fine. That's cool. It's going to depend on how he wants to engage me, really. Who's going to do good against what? Like, I imagine normal Warriors of Chaos will get outclassed a fair whack. So the River of the Sisters of Avalon will now kind of happen. So what we are doing is fleshing some cav. Yeah, there are the Dragon Princes. There we are, 2 units. Is it just normal as well? Are they anti? Yeah. Have to bring Regiment now for them to be anti-large, I'm afraid. But that's making me lose focus on this, which is very silly. Let's do that on him. Let's just wade through the line. So these guys are all going to get decisively losing combats. That's fine. That's cool. Because what we really kind of actually did want is our halberds on those guys. So what I'm going to do is that. I imagine what he really doesn't want is me to get into him like that, I guess. So maybe if I could put that on there and there. Oh, I should have done it the other side actually. Can I cancel it? Cast. Let's keep them there. What other magic we got? Minus 30 armor. Can't hurt, right? So we're gonna pull these guys back. Those guys go in. Oh god. Send me your voice. I want you right through the back. That will be cracking. Thank you very much. Yeah, so he sees that. He's pulling them out. That's fine though. What he wants to do is isolate them. So they've almost folded on that flank. That's fine. Cool. They're going to wade in. So Thoriel has got just so much damage resistance to just about everything that he is having a whale of a time. Does not give a damn. I would try and get into the back of them, but it's still going to be a decisive lose because I just haven't got that much just stand-up infantry. What I should really do is rig up the old the MIDI pad so that I can switch it to full screen when I'm picking. That will annoy people massively, won't it? What I haven't remembered is that I have my Exalted Hero. Yeah, so that's fun. He's going to go over there. These boys are going to go over here. He's going to go over there. Can I reduce their speed? I think I can. I'll reduce that instead. So they've all folded. That was to be expected. The Exalted ones are somehow kind of holding things up, but not really. Area of effect damage, right? So, not a ton going on. Sisters of Avalon. Do that. Cool. Cool. Let's try and put one through the back of them, shall we? He's trying to find a place for Dragon Princes, just not quite getting it. Helps you have a running commentary of all my tactics, I guess, doesn't it? Armor, boys. lower their armour, the girls. Let's turn this down as well. Do you like his magic array? Those kind of custom arrays are nice. So they're going to move in and gank on there. See, I think even if I'd gone wide, like loads of cheap Norsemen perhaps, don't really think it would have made a wild difference, to be honest. Because he went for a very elite army. Swordmasters alone will do most of the work for you. Yet alone Phoenix Guard, stalwart, the men that have seen their own deaths. So we are going to turn over all these archers, which keeps me in the game somewhat. Let's pop off Arcane Conduit as well. Crack that into it as well. That's good. So interestingly, most of the competitive armies you see with Chaos are all like halberd heavy, all halberds all the time. They have great armor, to be fair. When you bring in mostly armor piercing, armored counter, that's when they do well. I've done barely any damage to any of these. Or the Lord. Which, yeah, makes for someone. Also, haven't been using my cavalry. Good stuff. Good stuff. And he's going to reposture right back at me. Let's get this dude in the air. Dragon Princes almost at full strength on both sides as well. So here we are, half an army, and the Sisters of Avalon have now re-gone in, so we might as well just commit to the charge. A relatively defensive player. Get into the out magic, haven't got Arcane Conduit, medium combats for everybody. It's only a matter of time before the Mana Core probably starts rampaging. The normal Warriors of Chaos really didn't last long, and I don't know if that's just because of poor matchups or maybe they're just not that cost efficient for the money. Like, I've chosen that much better performing that they warrant the extra money, because crikey, they're expensive. But most of the Chaos roster is, you end up with quite a small army, but you really do need it to pay dividends for you, like, as much as possible. Go run Chicken Boy out of this. He's against my Lord now. I mean, big old charge coming in from the Swords of Chaos there. Nice. Around. A little too late, I think, at this point. He's done really well to sustain his numbers. Good matchups throughout. And he's going to surround me. It's going to be anti-infantry on anti-infantry. I'm pretty sure, that doesn't say anti-large, so pretty sure the fire ones were the only ones that could actually get anti-large. But don't hold me to it. So I'm going to do that. And we're just going to anti-armor these boys. So if it wasn't enough, he's also got healing on Alario as well. So everyone is very much at their max. Swords of Chaos, yeah, just getting cycle charged now. As we kind of round this one out. Ariel's, to be fair, you know, doesn't exactly just fall over herself. Plenty of fight in the old gal. That'll be that. A very consistently good showing. Oh, it's the fire resistance. Interesting. Did not know that. That's really cool, though. Thank you for that. So it's the fire resistance. I guess all their weapons are flaming for a reason. More than just it looks cool. Might open up to an FFA next. Might do that. Yeah, well played by whatever his name is. Don't know. This guy. Oh wait, it'll tell me on his thing, won't it? Partisan. That's the dude. So I do, you know, I'm liking Sethorial as a pick, like maneuverable, caster, decent attack, still 60 magic attacks, bit low armored, but like spell gives him 60 armor straight off the bat, so it's not crazy bad, is it? To be honest. Gonna just, while this is rounding out, just catch up on the chat. Oh man, you can always play more than one campaign at once. That is absolutely fine. Like, not a problem at all. I think I've got 7 or 8 campaigns running. Like, anything up to 50 turns. I always find the opening 50 to be really, really interesting. And after that, like, you kind of can become a wrecking ball. So, I get why people then kind of peter out a bit and might want to try something else. There's so many cool factions to play. Or end up going off on like a giant quest tangent for their weapons and not really doing what I'm meant to be doing. Don't know if there's an achievement for doing all monster hunts. Surely, like, right? They're so difficult. Like, those beasts are triple size and have extra abilities, and yeah, like, that's fine. Cool, excellent battle, Partisan. Well done, GG, my dude. Moving swiftly on. Tell you what, let's FFA it. Spy Partisan. And anyone in the chat, same room name, jump on in. Maybe I should plan for it to go wrong. Maybe that's how it works. Tell you what, I won't let the wheel decide this one. I will decide it on my own. You know, I haven't played Dark Elves in a hot minute. Oh, Nokia Fell Heart's there. Cool. I wonder if that's the same Sea Dragon cloak that the Lothan Guard use as well, perhaps. Oh, was that you, Pixel? Were you Partisan? Have you got a different in-game name? You absolutely tore me there, so you've done Germany very proud. It's nothing less than what I'd expect. Just a really strong army, to be honest, and really well played. You already knew that was going to happen, though, didn't you, to be honest, bud? That's not a problem at all. Who have I actually played? Shaki. I don't know where Shaki's been for quite a long time, but he ended up adding me on Steam, and we played a series of 10 not long ago, and it ended up 8-2 to me, if you could believe it. But there were some cracking games. Yeah, sure, man. Sure, come on in. There's 2 spaces. We're on the last kind of half hour. I'm going to run it for an extra 20 minutes, though, just because I was late and I feel bad. So we'll go till 5:20. Not a problem. Oh, yeah, sorry. That's my bad. I'm an idiot. Play a slot. Play a slot. There we go. 2 more people. Come on in. Oh, actually, yeah, I could play Coast. I probably should play Coast, in fact. Barrow Legion. Who's that? Oh, it's Kemler, isn't it? Of course it is. That's fine. No, we'll stick with Dark Elves. If it ever changes back. There we go. Cool. Generic Lord. That's how we do it. Black Dragon. None of that. I mean, psychology. How good is Norska compared to the other DLCs? Asks SRB Ender. Yeah, pretty good. You know what? In Mortal Empires, they're amazing because you basically have the whole world to your kind of as an oyster, and they have research for specifically for if you take control of certain enemy capitals. Anywhere else you take from the enemy can only become like this kind of minor settlement thing. And yeah, it's a bit. I know. I really enjoyed it because you could literally just abandon where you came from. You kind of unify the tribes through confederation, and then you end up just heading out on a mad one and doing whatever you like, which is quite freeing because a lot of campaigns aren't like that. But I would argue Curse of the Vampire Coast that we just released is easily our best DLC. Sorry to play Devil's Advocate, Pixel Savage, but yeah, I reckon that's the boy. If anything, cold one that can't get a. Oh, there we go, Type Pegasus. That's what I want. Well, 50, yeah. We'll do that. Also, we'll do the cloak. And all I want is that and that. Nothing else. Cool. I mean, it's very expensive to cast that. Yeah, we'll allow it. It's fine. Cool. So we're against two Norska now because it's being talked about in chat. Hot damn. That could be a lot of big beasties, couldn't it? Didn't actually know there wasn't a regiment renowned Blackguard and Agarond either. Interestingly enough. Well, maybe we switch this around a little bit then. So we're either going to have very cheap men coming at us that are going to be very hard, very easy to kill, or oh yeah, we could change it to a team match actually. Ah, that's pretty cool. I don't know which to buy, Norska or Tomb Kings. Depends. Like, yeah, depends. Tomb Kings was sick as well. Like, that was such a fun campaign. And the ending. Oh, the tease at the ending. If anyone knows what I'm talking about without ruining it, just agree. Absolutely cracking. I loved Tomb Kings. I played Ark and the Black. Very fun. And if not, just watch the last game of the last set of the final I've ever chosen to. Watch Eric Krastic show you an absolute masterclass in Tomb King's usage. And then you're sold. So what's the difference? Do they have Frenzy? They do. And Guardian. Oh man, that's probably worth the extra 300. So I reckon just cheap spearmen across the board, like numbers. There's a lot of anti-large there. A ton of anti-large. Do that. Not even. Maybe just 2 units. I feel like they are not going to get their money's worth. I've just got a feeling. So maybe do something more like that. You can actually get shades with your weapons for that money. Or you can get cold on nights. I do have a ton of anti-large though, like, do I really need more? You get 2 Dark Riders for that money. I mean, Cold One Chariot is meant to be best chariot in the game. Could run that. Oh, these are all too expensive. Unsure. I'm kind of tempted by that, you know? Like, gives me some options, doesn't it? 81 left to spare. Let's do that. Let's do that. Oh, Rat Ogre Chariots. Wow, could you imagine? That'd be awesome. Cool, yeah, can I change this to a team game? And also I need to change the map, right? So let's go, that, maybe not that. That could be a bit too ridiculous. Shrine of Cain. Cool map. And then, can I make it a team battle? Not necessarily. Let's go 20 minutes on this battle. Chariot would be good versus Skaven. Oh, that's a really good point. That would actually, wouldn't it? But I only get 1 compared to 2 units. Will these guys crumble? They're light-ish cavalry. Good point. Need to cut through. They could bring a lot of large, but they could not also. Tell you what, maybe let's lose 1 of them and both of them. Let's mix it up instead. What could be useful? If I do... do I need them? Like, what do they get? What am I bonusing from? I mean, not a ton. Do that. Maybe do that. Ugh, risky. Bit risky. I have taken all the items off these people, right? She doesn't necessarily need that. There's some money saved right there. Just go normal horse. 631. That leaves in the bank. Could go another unit of archers after that. Does that leave me enough defense against the hordes that are about to come at me? Maybe I need 1. Doomfire Warlocks, actually. dividends for the money. So I can get like another 2. I could do another 2 swords. I could go very basic for this, to be honest, couldn't I? That's kind of what I'm doing. So close. You know what? Maybe. Let's take that off. Some extra killing power. That's what I'll do. I'm ready. Boom. Cool. Back to it. Plan to fail. I always do, Johnny dude. I always do. Don't worry. Almost expectantly. Corsairs are very cost effective against Skaven. See, I've got normal swords just to save me the money so I can get a extra thing there. I've gone with GN93's chariot advice though, because everyone does say their chariot is easily the best. Yeah, people are talking about the end of the Tomb King's campaign. Wow, what a final fight that is! Like, so stressful, but in the best way possible. Really, really, really cool. And look at this map, cracking map. So something that actually came up at work today. We was trying to decide. There's going to be some departmental awards and stuff handed out. Just kind of end of the year well done as such. And one of them was kind of best piece of social kind of stream content or something. So it was trawling through all the Let's Plays, and yeah, it was really, really interesting. Personally, I think I will vote for the Queen and the Crone head-to-head. I love the head-to-heads. If you could see how much work goes into making one, like, it's a couple of weeks of hell, but awesome because you actually get that. It's rare you get co-op on this game. In the sense of, my mates are just very hard. It's hard to get people time and stuff on their hands, and just the usual issues. It's way easier back when you're at school and stuff, I guess. Right, so let's set up, shall we? Let's set up. So I want those boys at the front. So what do we reckon? I mean, it's a little harder for people to turn straight on me in this one because everything's kind of blocked off. I've got 2 kind of defensible ridges. Do you split your army and try and fight both, or just fight the one? Interesting. Well, those boys will go out and scout, and I guess we'll just see. Cool, do swords down the middle. Yeah, and then I think one of each of these boys right here. Like something fairly simple like that. I reckon we'll be fine. Those on their own. Those are kind of right in the back there. Having with that. That's cool. Oh, I've got those on a dragon. Well, that's useful. That's actually quite a lot of killing power right there. Big Skaven blobs. That's fine. Probably, in fact, let's put him separately. Separately. Amazing. Cool. Also ready to start. Hunky-dory. Yeah, haven't got to the final Vampire Counts fight yet. Obviously, you're fighting, or Anima, the merworm. Very much overgrown merworm will be involved. Pixel, do you remember, if you've watched Community, the Halloween episode where they're going through scenarios and Abed ends up setting that, like, perfectly logical, can't be murdered in a horror film scenario setup? God, that was funny. Love that show. Yeah, very much expecting artillery from the Skaven, GN93. Very much stuff. Yeah, me too. I haven't played much range at all today. I've gone very fighting heavy, and it's not necessarily paid off. And I usually take a lot more regiments of renown, so we've only gone for the one. Sisters of the Singing Doom, Witch Elves. It's just some straight up killing power. And then everything else is on our side. So, oh wow, right off the bat, Santa Claus is going into the other Skaven player. Interesting. And we've got Norska here, Mac Jacob coming in. Interesting build. Berserkers and Marauders. So he's gone for width. Well, okay, in the spirit of fairness then. Bam. Norska, here I come. Let's go. Let's head over here. Bam. Cool. So everyone's going to be moving. And most importantly, Chariots. Our chariots, these are anti-large. Oh no, maybe they're not. I thought Horsemasters were. Oh no, javelins are. Javelins are. Which he hasn't bought any of, interestingly. 2 units of Skin Wolves armoured, really good choice. Also Gun and Sorcerer of Death, same as me. And old Wolfric on Big Boy Mammoth, Olivant Jobby. And the Skaven. What's happened here then? So he's gone Gutter Runners and just absolutely torn these Death Runners. I kind of that's the read of it over here. Otherwise, the rest of his army, yep. So 2 units of Claypool Catapults. Boys, my MVPs from my round, Deathglare Bombardiers, definitely don't want to be running into them if I can avoid it. Hopefully my Dark Shards would outrange. What I can also do is be a pain in the neck with this guy here. So let's try and maybe pick off a few of these dudes. And cheeky little jobby. So he's actually going to march to engage the Skaven. That's fine. Which means I might correct myself and go over here instead then. No problemo. They've seen me now, so they're going to move away. He's shooting still though. Every little helps. That's fine. Let's reconnect with the rest of the army here. So we're now going to be taking some artillery damage. Big hit on the Dark Shards there. That was 10 or 12 kills. So what I can maybe do is just engage. Bam! Just splat through them and just keep running. What a win! So irritating. Right, I want my boys in over here, and what I would like to do is maybe just come around on the flank with the general. I don't see a lot more range other than those death globes. So engage here. Everyone else I kind of want to move on through. If I could get the Dark Shards just to gun those down quickly, that'd be great. Might try and engage them quickly, in fact. Say quickly too much. Look at this, it's almost Mordor-esque. Right in front of the gate, third film vibes. Saw they put the trilogy on Netflix the other day, was very happy. Very, very happy. Definitely going to rewatch. What could I do here? Skaven slaves. Yeah, so he's gone. So I think they're the big threat, really. If anything. So I'm going to do, I outrange them quite nicely, so that's fine. Got a big breath attack, and he does actually see it coming in. Fair play to the boy. So just keep moving up. Those boys are going to kill everyone over there. Just keep juking this this artillery, if anything, and get in range of those boys. That's what we need. The other two in front of those boys. So this is where I kind of do regret not bringing any form of flying as such. Oh no, go on the dragon. So it could just be a dickhead. In fact, let's do that. Do what you're good at. Cool. They will come back, no doubt. For the moment we're fine. Wow, we're taking some heavy hits. Heavy hits. Come on, I need these guys to open up and start firing. I need you to not go in, Jesus. I'd love it if you just commit to making them stop killing me. That would be brilliant. So we have got range advantage here, so I can kind of take my time about posturing up, which is nice. Because once we've taken the artillery advantage away, it's kind of my game at that point. He says, overconfidently, probably not underestimating the numbers he has, somewhat massively. Why are these over here, by any chance, as well? Like, just got a unit of Death Runners just randomly about, that's fine. So what I do want to do is bring these guys off. We need to protect the dudes. So I'm just going to try and hit everyone I can here. He's in a green battle, that's fine. As long as they're not firing, I don't really mind. And yeah, now the real fight begins, doesn't it? The great battle of our time. So So what we do want to start doing is being a nuisance for these boys, right? Oh, so we've got loads of people actually very wary of those chariots. So tell you what, let's just they'll get back into the fight when they arrive over here. Perfect. Let's try and press our advantage. So against Stormmen with halberds, apparently these guys are not good. So still needed something a bit better there. I would like these boys to be doing something like this. I would like... where's the Lord is an interesting question. Where is the Lord? Is it over here? Ah. Weak. Okay. That's cool. He is anti-infantry. Maybe anti-large as well. No, anti-infantry. But I'm going to get this boy up in the air. Just to kind of annoy, distract. You know, the usual hype. We've got halberds coming in. I don't really want to be a part of that. What I would like them to be a part of is this breath attack. Yeah, sweet. Have that. Right in the face. Okay, so we'll try and backcharge these guys instead. We'll try and engage over here as well, especially. In fact, let's just get in here, because I'm going to have charge impact already. Let's overcast this. I think there's a good spot right there. Nice. Cool. These boys will arrive back to the fight. Great stuff. So we've actually lost our blackguard. So yeah, not a lot of large again. When I was kind of expecting there to potentially be a fair amount, I could have actually saved that money and instead just taken spears perhaps in the future. Gone for more witch elves, maybe some dark corsairs like Pixel suggested. Something like that would have been fairly okay, to be honest. What we are going to start doing is running these chariots. Death glaives again, I think, just absolutely like value for money, through and through and through and through. They are whacking stuff. These guys back here, Storm Vermin. Like to be fair to the other Skaven player, he's been well on it for like getting involved from the get-go. So big ups to him there. Actually, I'm definitely at the bottom. Oh, Matt Jacobs is doing well with his Norskins as well. Those definitely taken. Got my whole army turned over. Quite quick. Quite quick, just numbers. Hella numbers. Norscan army might be very weak in Joe, yeah. So Norscan army, they actually came out fairly on top. So he's gone for a very infantry kind of berserkers with marauders and plenty of experience on them. Kind of in the front to take the core of the damage there. Skin Wolves relatively unfazed. And what we got over here? Unit of Thermir as well. Could be somewhat challenging. So he's decisively losing as well. I just love the single wheel on these. Like in terms of style points, two dinosaurs pulling like a mono wheel chariot is just easily the coolest thing you see there, isn't it? Let's not lie. He's been turned over as well. Amazing. You know, guys, maybe I'm thinking about it, and you know, maybe eventually one day I'll just get good at Warhammer. How about that? And that would be really, you know, really fun for everyone, wouldn't it? Tell you what, I'm going to throw down a chill for the Norscan player. There's about a minute of very low armor and attack stats. Even now, the Skaven's still going in. It's kind of hard to tell because they're both the same race, the same flag. I'm going to switch this guy to ranged, and I'm just going to kind of chip away. Oh, I've actually got some witch elves. Wow, did they run far? My word. They can make friends with those berserkers, I'm sure. Lost control of the chariots. That was going to happen. He can just ping some shots. Right, and we get to watch the overall engagement. So a half-health Wolfric batters through as chariots charge in. The halberds actually meet him there, but I don't think they were. They're engaging my chariots, not his mammoth, which might have been just a misprioritization. Thermir, I imagine, with great weapons. Oh no, normal weapons. Normal weapons. What they do have is armor sundering. I rate that big time. So yeah, halberd's going to get chewed up pretty quick now the berserkers join the fight. And as you can see, he's committed also his horse masters to this kind of back conflict here. Very near the edge of the map, so you don't need to run far and they might not actually recover. Imagine those Playcore catapults got pretty good stats though. Like decent kills, they're always a fairly worthwhile pick. So my lord's being turned over now by someone. Did he actually die? I see a body? Maybe not. Alright. Either which way, let's enjoy the carnage. Cool. 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 Lovely. Dum 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 dum. Back onto the chat. Okay, so we're talking about Skaven getting the extras. But yeah, there's a roster where it's not necessarily black Forge World miniatures that are missing. So I saw like Forge World released a what was it? It was like a giant squig filled with smaller squigs being used like an artillery piece to spit and land squigs. And I don't know if the squig explodes, whether he like tumbles in and then starts fighting as like a small unit entity or something. Either way, that would be awesome. And yeah, like I saw that and some other kind of squig and goblin centric stuff. But in terms of Skaven, because they've been involved in so many storylines, they've got these crazy kind of warp ideas going on always. It's quite cool to think. I know there's like a way more advanced form of rat ogre, I want to say, that can be used. And they've got the rattling guns. What are the one? What are the dudes? Big old sniper rifle and like a shieldsman. I want to say they're warp block somethings. Jazales. Warp block Jazales. Love me a sniper. Who doesn't love a sniper, right? Like, definitely would love to see them introduced. That'd be really cool. Then I guess you've got like Great Horned Rat, like their actual giant kind of deity rat. There's been a couple of ludicrously large kind of hell pit rat ogre massive things that you can ride. Stuff like that. Don't know if there's any characters that are rat ogres, because a lot of their stuff is just stuff they've tortured and then made a slave for someone else to control. So I'm going to watch these skin wolves push them off the map there. And I mean, this has been pretty close, to be honest. Mage Guy is at 13,900 and Mac Jacob is at 12,200. Mac Jacob easily with the most stuff on the map. If he could just pin down old Queek over here, the last man standing and Lord bonus might just swing it for him. Might just. Oh, I've got a unit spin, and I can chuck them in the mix as well. Off we trot, guys. Skinwall, yeah, Skinwalls are very good. I think they've had a little bit of a buff. And also armoured against unarmoured makes a huge difference, it would seem. Which is cool. Same as Thermir, because obviously Great Weapon Thermir have become anti-large, but their normal Thermir are just armour sundering and still pretty legit, so either which way, Thermir are good. Yeah, did I miss any Skaven stuff out there, guys? What else? I don't know what else there could be. There's always more stuff, which is pretty cool, to be honest. So, yeah, you know, good times. Good times. I can't see who that is. Oh, hey, guy. Bam. I mean, it's just about the chase now, isn't it? Really. He's got Shaman Sorcerer. I bet that guy looks cool. Sweet. Yeah, big old blob, just chasing down the things. I think the moral victory should go to Mac Jacob, to be honest, but Mage Guy has just cleared up enough And I think if his lord routes off here and is being chased off the map, that might be the end of it. So I'm gone there. Oh, he's not liking it. Bam, he's gone. He's out of here. But do you get the points if he just routes? I think you have to kill him. So that actually might have been Mac Jacobs' downfall. That's such a shame, because I think he deserves the win there, really. Thank you, Pixel Savage. Yeah, tried to think of everything. There are cool things, and I know there was like some kind of like more like mechanized ultra rat ogres that definitely should come into play. One of them had like a proper mini, not like a Gatling gun, like a mini gun going on. That was cool. Yeah, GG everyone, great game. GG. I thought, yeah, to be fair, Santa Claus, I thought you a mage guy skirmishing right off the bat was good. Like, made decisions were to be made. And if we look at my army here, Bleak Swords really underperformed. Should have taken the advice on the Black Ark Corsairs. Didn't really need the Blackguard and Agarond either. Easily could have gone in on more Witch Elves, but there was enough range that still made things not that easy. Dark Shards got pretty molested by the catapults. Common Chariot, I don't even think I used it that well. It's still got 81 kills. Does that say everything it needs to? If we'd had 3 Cold One Chariots, like, would have way outplayed the Blackguard and Agarond. So yeah, fair, you know. It is what it is. So we're gonna clear these guys out. Bone Breakers. That's what they are. That's what they are. And Storm Fiends. Yeah, cool. There's probably another globe we're missing. There's always another globe, right? But yeah, some really good Skaven play there, which we don't get to see very often. So thanks a lot, Mage Guy and Santa Claus and Mark Jacob. That's cool. Excellent stuff. Guy's here for me now anyway, and as that is a natural finishing point and we are at 5, I might go crack on with some more work now. If I can go full screen, please, Guy. If one is set up. Not a thing. Not a problem. In which case, we might just round it up there. Sorry, it's been a pretty chill one today, guys. But some really good battles, to be fair. Obviously, I won none of them, but you have all played really well. So thank you for everyone in chat that's come on and just had a little bash. No Vampire Counts today, or Vampire Coast either. Saffron was kind enough to spare us a humiliation, as was anyone else that usually comes on. Pixel Savage, probably player of the day. Absolute masterclass in high elf play. Barely broke a sweat, really. Like, I don't even deserve dinner after that. No Tomb Kings, yeah, God. Next time, eh? Next time. Everyone will be more organised next week. I think you can expect a rally point next week as well. If I'm remembering things right from the calendar. So, yeah. Have a lovely rest of week. Enjoy your weekends, whatever you're up to. And I will be back with you again sometime shortly. Thank you all for joining me.